I didn't know what I was going to talk about this month. This is the 9th in a series of 10 videos I'm doing called What is in Our Attic? And been looking at some interesting things in the archives of the Missionary Servants of the Most Blessed Trinity. And this month I've been working on a database, so I wasn't really terribly inspired by that work. It's just tedious work that really needs to be done. And lucky for me, the staff at Mother Boniface Spirituality Center asked me to find some historical photographs for them because they're working on a timeline, which what they want to display. Mother Boniface Spirituality Center is our retreat center here on our property at our mother house in Philadelphia on Solly Avenue. So I started digging through old pictures to find things that might be of use. And I found a picture from 1931 in Alabama. And our mother house originally, before it was in Philadelphia, was in Alabama, rural Alabama, at Holy Trinity. And it burned down to the ground, and our sisters were homeless for months. They were sleeping in chicken coops and various outbuildings. Actually, our priests and brothers ended up, I think, sleeping in barns that gave up space for the sisters to stay, while a new plan was developed about where to live, where to go. And this picture shows the sisters all lined up, ready to head north. They're all carrying suitcases. The ones in gray are the postulants. They're not novices yet. It's a stage before novitiate, and they're in there with the bunch. And then there's another picture that shows this same bunch of people standing in front of a house on Winfield Avenue, along with Cardinal Doherty. And he reached out to our sisters, Mother Boniface, and said, y'all can move your mother house up to Philadelphia, we'll help you get settled. So later that same year, our sisters all loaded up onto a train and they went north to Philadelphia. And these two pictures are very interesting side by side. I'm not sure if they're going to use both of them for the timeline, but as I was looking at these pictures, I showed them to Lucia, and the archivist here, and she said, "Did they walk?" And I thought that was hysterical. She was teasing me, but I thought she was serious at first. And she, her question made me think about, well, what did happen in between these two pictures? What did happen? When the mother house burned down, they did not know what the next step was. They didn't say, oh my goodness, we've lost our mother house, but it's okay because we're just going to move to Philadelphia. There was a period of time when they had lost everything and they didn't know where they were going. They were in what we call the middle space, a completely disorienting period in which you don't have any signposts and you don't have a sense of direction and you're not sure what's going to come next. And you want a plan, but you don't have a plan. It's a very uncomfortable place to be. I've been in that place. Sometimes as an institution, we can be in that place. We, MSBT, may be feeling that way these days. What's ahead for us? What's next? So I look at these two pictures side by side and I realize there's a picture in between these two pictures. And it's a picture of just gray. It's a picture of featureless fog. That's a very important picture. We want to skip right ahead to the happy landing in Philadelphia. But there was a period when we didn't know where we were going and what we were doing. I'm going to put on my archivist hat now, because I think these two pictures are very important. Not because of the pictures just in themselves, the picture from Alabama and the picture from Philadelphia. There's another picture, the picture in the middle. What does that picture look like? Have you ever been in that space? What does it feel like? What are the graces that are in the middle space? The space where you don't know what's coming next.